maybe doing a new violation, I'm not sure. Are we having a hearing on DeRuber?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
When you say a hearing, do you mean is she contesting the charges or is she pleading guilty?
Is she contesting the charges?
No, I'm sorry. She is not contesting the charges.
Oh, okay, sounds good. I was gonna say we need to get the probation officer.
They're over in Flores right here.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Mr. Ruber, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Michelle DeRuber, file number 18-07338, council appearance.
Brian Ring on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Michelle DeRuver.
Okay, Mr. Ruber, today was the date set for a hearing on a probation violation. I just want to make sure I'm not seeing things. This violation for 2019. Okay, the allegation is that you have violated the terms and conditions of your probation by failing to report to probation beginning in September 2019, as ordered by Judge Hugh Clark, that you failed to pay fines and costs. At the time of the violation, the amount due was $54, but your total due was $270. There's a violation that you failed to submit to your analysis testing as directed and pay the fee associated with that. Lastly, there's a violation that you failed to submit to substance abuse assessment as ordered by Judge Clark. You were advised of your right to have a contested hearing today. You also were advised of your right to be represented by counsel. You do have representation today from Mr. Lee from the Office of the Public Defender. He's advising that you want to waive your hearing today and plead guilty to the violations. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Okay, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Mr. Rover, is anybody threatening you to get you to waive your hearing today and plead guilty to these violations?
No, ma'am.
Has there been any promises to you in exchange for you pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty to these violations because you believe you're guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
As to the violations that you failed to report to probation back in September 2019, how do you plead, ma'am?
Guilty, ma'am.
And as to the violation that you failed to pay fines and costs, the amount that due in total $270, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to the violation that you failed to submit to your analysis testing as directed by the court and pay those fees for the testing, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And then lastly, the violation that you failed to submit to substance abuse assessment as ordered by Judge Clark, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Mr. Lee, can you get a factual basis, please?
Yes, Mr. Ruver. While on probation, were you instructed to submit to drug testing, substance abuse assessment, and to report to your probation officer and pay fines?
Yes, I was.
And did you submit to drug testing?
I did not. I had no ID, so no, I did not.
Okay. And did you complete a substance abuse assessment?
Unfortunately, I couldn't do that without the ID either.
Okay. And were you able to establish contact with your probation officer, Mario?
Not anytime I tried to call him, and I tried to call him several times. I never could get contact with Mario
Okay, so no contact was established?
at all, period, none.
And were you able to pay your fines? The
I
entirety
paid
of your,
some,
do you still have
not-
$270 in fines remaining?
remaining. I did pay like $800 on the time of my court hearing that day, but I still owe two something.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Any questions from the prosecution?
Just one, and Ms. Rubo, were you put on probation on July 22nd of 2019?
I do believe that was the date.
Sorry, no further questions. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. Find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Recommendation is to terminate the probation status and impose a jail sentence, but I'll allow you to make allocution, Mr. Lee.
Your Honor, around the time that Ms. DeRuver was put on probation, she was still living in the home where she was experiencing the substance abuse problems. She did make some attempts to contact her probation officer and to provide urinalysis, but was unsuccessful. After that, she moved out of that house and into the home where she is living now. She has completely changed her life. She's hasn't used drugs in 3 years, she reports. She has become a home health aide and is helping people to maintain their health and overcome their health issues. She's working towards getting a CNA license. In addition, her fiance, as she is engaged to be married, her fiance has been experiencing some health problems, has been in and out of the hospital, and she's been instrumental in assisting him with that. So she has really done a 180. And despite the fact that she has had an unsuccessful probation experience, we're asking, Your Honor, for her to be sentenced to time already served. I think she has been in for approximately 14 days. And she needs to get back out into the world where she can start helping her patients and her fiance and contributing again.
What is she being held on?
I'm sorry?
Is she being held on anything other than this?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so she's been in custody since the 23rd
Yes, ma'am.
of November.
Yes, ma'am.
Now sentenced to 14 days, Ingham County Jail, credit time served. There's a balance of $270 that will be referred to collections. And I'll terminate the probation status. Do you have any questions today, ma'am?
So do I owe that you're given, so I just want to know how much time I have to serve in the 270. Do I need to pay that before I get released, or it's collections just mean I can make payment plans with like arrangements?
You've already served. I essentially gave you credit for time that you've already served, so you don't need to serve any additional time. And then you can make a payment arrangement. You need to contact the collections department upon your release from custody and make a payment plan with them, okay?
Okay, so when do I get released?
As soon as the jail can process, because I just put credit time served.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, you're all set, ma'am. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Done?
Okay, 1:30. Bobby Hines. Who's
Yes,
representing Mr. Hines?
I don't think I have anybody representing me. I think I'm representing myself, Your Honor.
Okay, sounds good. Did you request court-appointed counsel?
No, I didn't. When I was there on the 18th, whoever it was I was Zooming with at that time just pleaded a not guilty plea. I mean, I do have my licensing and registrations and shots and all that for the dogs.
Okay, I'll put you in a private meeting room with a prosecutor on this, okay?
I am having problems with my camera. I can see the court and everything, but nobody can see me. And every time I try to fix it, it like boots me out or something.
Yeah, unfortunately, you are gonna have to be able to show the prosecutor your documents. The only alternative is for you to appear in person, sir.
should I shoot down to the court? And I'm like, it keeps telling me to start my video and I keep pushing it, but it doesn't show that you can see me or not. So I'm not sure
Okay,
what's going
let
on.
me have the prosecutor log in and you can have a conversation with them first.
Okay.
And then, we'll see if we need to get you a new date to come down in person and show your documents.
All right.
Okay?
Yep, I hear you.
Okay, Mr. Hines, due to your inability to show the prosecutor your documents, I'm gonna give you a new date. You can appear in person if you can't get your video working. You also have the option of making arrangements to get those documents to the prosecutor prior to that date, and they can always make a motion to dismiss, okay?
All right. So if I go see the prosecutor, I just go down there at any time or?
You could potentially go down to the prosecutor's office and show the documents, so that they can address the matter, but you want to make sure you ask for the right prosecutor, okay?
Right.
We're gonna reset this for December 20th at 1:30.
All right. December 20th and 30.
Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor, I don't.
Okay, you're all set for today, sir.
Thank you.
No problem.
I got a problem.
Anybody? William Russell is not present, correct? No one's in the hallway? Okay, we'll be, make sure to name Mr. Russell, but I will 48-hour hold him. Okay, anybody heard from April Catrice Reed?
Yes, Your Honor. I emailed the court earlier, but I contact from her guardian. She was taken to Pine Rest on Thursday. I also detailed in the email that there's a new incident that happened at our AFC home with another resident. So I am in looking into a new petition in order for competency. I already had my concerns with the last competency report, but now with the new incidences and those concerns, which I would have had ready for today, but I am going to write out all of this in an actual attachment so that for the court to provide. So if we can get an adjournment, just a short one, no more than a week. I don't need any more in the time that.
Sounds good. Just 1 week. Oh. At 1:30. December 20th at 1:30 p.m.
Right.
Okay, that's all I have for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor, and I hope you and your family enjoy your mother's birthday.
Oh, thank you. You have a good one.
You too.